Yeah. Vaughn Tinsley, Founding Fathers. I'm here with Joe. Speaking in terms of Founding Fathers, but not limited to mentors in the community. And Joe works on Cheltenham Avenue. We got to see, what's the name of the restaurant called, Joe? Seafood to Go. And Joe's just enlightened me a little bit, about his perspective on life in the community and how he's grown up and what it's like here and what's the difference and some of the transitions that he's made and some of the life transitions he had to respond to. Joe, why don't you tell us exactly how you feel?
Wait, let me go around real quick.
Go ahead. He's coming around, so I had to wait for him. He actually works this restaurant for his mom and dad. Joe, how old are you? I was telling the world that you worked the restaurant and helped with mom and dad. 19 years old. Nice. All right. Yeah. So what do you say in terms of African American culture and what you see? Do you feel like...
Wait, this is one question. Wait, is this on video too?
It is on video.
Oh, come on, man.
You don't want it on video? I can stop it.
Can you still audio?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
See? So if you talk, I'll put it on me, so it's not just only on you, so that way.
Alright, well...
Alright? So just...
Wait, what do you mean?
Alright, question I have for you is basically, what's your perspective on African Americans and what you see on a daily basis? Would you say, like, you see a lot of fathers involved in the kids that come in there? Like, obviously you see kids walking up and down the street here a lot. What do you hear them talking about? What are some of the conversations that you hear? Does it sound productive? What's that thing that you told me? You do you, I do me?
I mean, in all honesty, I think it's hilarious because like sometimes it's just like this is ridiculous.
Right.
Like not even because of that. I mean, it's a different culture. Like I honestly I grew up in Roxborough.
Okay.
But then I ended up not Roxborough, down on Fifth.
Okay.
And then I moved up to the suburbs for like go to cinema, middle school, high school, and all that.
Okay.
So like I'm mainly used to like the suburb life.
Mm-hmm.
I do come down here very often. Like I obviously work here like a lot.
Right. And your mom and dad own this place, right?
Yeah, they work down here too. Like, but I mean, it's like it's very interesting. This cultural difference. Like I'm not. I can just tell. It's not very hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people who've lived here for a while are desensitized to it.
Desensitized.
Like they're used to it. It's no big deal.
Right.
Like, but if you guarantee if you put any of these families or whatever into like a white area,
right,
they will change.
Right.
They will, because like it's just like conforming to your environment.
Right.
But like in this case, everyone's just used to it. So nothing like so for instance, what cracked me up is because like I just couldn't believe it. Like a mother and a child came in here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if this is because of money reasons.
No, go ahead.
But like, or maybe she just didn't want to even fry food. But she's like, she ordered herself like food, and he's like, "Mommy, what's scallops?" And she's like, "You don't got to worry about that." Just like tapped him on the head or something.
Wow.
And she ordered for herself though, I think. Or she got herself something. I don't know.
So just the interaction that you're seeing with mom.
I mean, it's funny. Like,
right.
I mean, it's very blunt, but I feel like it does do its job. Like, it just gets to like point across like you can't have whatever you want.
Right.
Like, whereas if I go to like a white supermarket, for instance, like it won't be very hard to see like a kid like crying over candy or something. Like you rarely see that here. It's like a difference in the discipline, I guess.
Right. And in terms of the, just seeing the mom with the child, and just something simple as taking the time to articulate what a scallop is to them. You feel like no. I mean, you laugh, but it's not funny like in terms of like culturally and being inclined. And I feel like as an African American, and I wish I had saw that mom because I would have took time to say to that mom, why don't you just be patient and explain to them? And that's what's missing. I mean, we worried about so many factors, we think about so many different things, but it's a lack of patience that parents have with your children.
In all honesty, I think black mothers are very good mothers, I think.
Go ahead, right.
Like, I'm not sure about the fathers, because, honestly, most of the time it's always the mothers that are here. I rarely see mothers, fathers, and their kids. I do sometimes, like, dinner time, like, that's, like, when family comes out. Mm-hmm. But, like, most of the time it's just, like, mothers and their kids. Like, you always see black mothers carrying their kids. Like, when was the last time you saw a black father carrying his kid?
And it's almost contrary in Asian culture, because I say, And you know, I use Korean culture, you know, being as far as discipline goes.
You rarely see like a Korean like parent and their kid like alone.
Right.
They're always together. Rarely.
Right.
I mean, most of the time when they're out.
Why do you think that is? Do you think the father makes sure that he's the one that facilitates that? He's the one who says, you know what, I'm making my business to be with my son no matter what?
No, I think it's just
mom?
they want to.
Okay.
It's not even like, it's not a job, it's like they want to.
It's just the will. Right.
Like it's just like my point of view, it's like he's half of you. Like he has your blood.
Right.
Like how are you gonna like not strive to make him the best possible human being possible?
Right.
Like that's just common sense to me.
Right. And then the thing is it's not common enough sense in the community. And you know what? I feel as being a 25-year-old, you know, single father, you know, I make it my daily business to incorporate my son in everything that's going on every day. And all I can do, Joe, is tell more fathers. All I can do, and help me if you have any suggestions, all I can do is talk how I walk in terms of mentoring in the community. I can show other fathers, other males who don't even have children, what they need to do. Would you disagree?
I mean, you can tell them. I feel a lot of fathers, or a lot of people, well, like even like in general life, like people like will listen, but they won't act unless they see results.
Okay.
So maybe like if you worked really hard and like you had a group of kids or whatever, and like you helped them out, and like they all turned out real successful, and just like good people.
Right.
They didn't go to jail, like whatever. They got good jobs, like good family,
right.
and they themselves raised good families, and they
right.
have good sons, and that succeed too. But like obviously that's gonna be like many lifetimes, many generations. But like until there's like evidence, I doubt people will be like whatever, because they've been doing this for how many years, like
sure.
how many generations.
Sure.
Like how can you like tell someone like for instance like a family that's been doing something for like it's like they just did it because that's how they were raised.
Right.
For hundreds of years, just telling them no, you gotta do it this way because it's better. Like
doesn't make any sense.
Nothing like for them like it's gonna be like what are you saying? Like that's
right.
how we've been doing it.
Right. So what do you say the first step you feel is the need? Like would you say financially, making it your business with your children, financially giving them money, or would you say physically? You know, kids are yearning more for physical attention.
Money is cool and everything, but like you can't show love through money.
Right.
Like love is an emotion, and money is like a tangible object.
Right.
You can touch it.
So like child support, because I know I hear a lot of parents. I don't know if you notice a lot.
Okay, like child support.
Right.
Does your 2-year-old son know what child support is?
Exactly.
Like no.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't matter. Do you think your ex-wife is telling your kids that she's getting child support and your dad's doing all this for you?
Right.
No.
Right.
She's gonna be like, no, that's my money. Like I'm doing this all for you. Like,
right.
I mean, maybe some won't, some mothers won't, but like
most of them.
Like if you were in their position, it's like you feel like abandoned by the father. He's just giving you money, so like pretty much like leave him alone.
Wow.
But like, isn't that pretty much the case?
I mean, it is pretty much the case. Some fathers are learning, and this is interesting too. But some fathers I'm learning are actually financially putting, you know, their children in a position to give them a few dollars here and there, and want to spend more time physically, but they can't because they're working so much. They can't because they got an additional job, so that the child support won't reflect them being short when it's time to pay the rent. You know, these are the kind of things that are going on. And I just feel like the more consistently we communicate and the more consistently we're talking about it, you know, Founding Fathers TV network is the next thing. You know, I'm getting calls now in terms of negotiating a deal for a TV show because it's that necessary. And I'm making history with this revolution in terms of, you know, fatherhood and being an activist in the community and speaking. And, you know, and the thing that's different with me, Joe, is that I'm 25 years old, right? And there are a lot of fathers who are my age, they're incarcerated. They're not able to be with their children. So I'm representing for them because I know they don't want to be in jail right now. They want to be outside with their son and daughter. And if they can have a chance to do it all over again, I know they would. But some of them don't. So who's going to take the role and be that one who's influencing their kids positively? Who's going to take that role and be that one who's going to be, you know, asking their kids, how was your day? What you're doing at school? You have no idea how positive encouragement on a daily basis can motivate a kid. I'm just learning it.
Well, you can't replace a father.
Right.
Like if you are the father, you are the father. Of course, you can be the stepfather.
Right.
But like that blood connection is way stronger.
Right.
Like I don't mean to offend anyone who adopted children.
Sure.
But, like, it's like if you adopt, like, it's like the kid can't do anything. If your dad is serving life, what can you do? I mean, you can visit him, whatever, but like